Hare Krishna. Recently, I completed 1 year of exit from the corporate world. I was trying to take this decision for last many years, but it did not materialize. Finally, it was forced upon me and it turned out to be a successful decision. During this period of last 1 year, I focused on 4 key milestones of my life. First, health. Now I regularly run and do yoga to keep my body fit and fine. Second, I give good quality time to my family. And third, I recently undertook an important project of my life named as Digital Preaching Initiative. Under this project, I have an opportunity to preach the message of Bhagavad Gita to people in different geographies. And the fourth, I started legal consulting services under the banner Apex Legal. And this professional venture is also going on quite successful. So in my case, the corporate life was a biggest stumbling block as I wanted to pursue some important projects in my life. And most of the time and energy of my life was simply getting consumed in going to the office, coming back to the home. And at times I had to spend 14 to 16 hours a day at my work to meet the targets, deadlines and commitments. As per the statistics, out of the working population in America, only 20% of the people are happy with their work. And same situation is in most of the countries of the world. And a lot of people who are into the corporate life, they experience that the corporate life is very tiring, challenging and extremely time consuming. And practically, they do not have time to live their life up to their satisfaction. So I am going to share the 3 secrets that I implemented when I was into the corporate life, and that can be of help to all of you as well. If you implement those 3 secrets, then you can easily manage to live a good corporate life, or you have an option to make an exit from the corporate life. So the first secret is that I always kept my intention active while I was into the corporate life, that I want to serve God. So my primary focus, the first priority of the life was that my intention should always be alive to serve God. The second secret of my life was, when I was into the corporate world, I always gave due importance to my spiritual life. When I was regularly practicing some spiritual principles, I was having a association of some good people around me who nurtured my spiritual life in spite of the fact that I was into the corporate life. And third, one of the most important, I continuously prayed to God that please get me out of it. I am not meant for it. So I'm going to share one important experience. So during my initial years of the corporate life, when I used to request my colleagues and friends to take up the message of Bhagavad Gita in their day-to-day lives, they used to mention that at present for them, building a corporate career is their first priority. So some of them became successful in building up their corporate career, and some of them are still struggling to reach to the corporate heights in their lives. Unfortunately, in spite of spending 10 or 15 years into the corporate life, They do not have time either for themselves, they do not have time for their families. Then what to speak about giving time in understanding God, the message of Bhagavad Gita, applying the teachings of God in their day-to-day life. So we need to make the right priorities at the right time. In my case, like I chose the right priorities at the right time and it turned out to be successful. So what should be the first priorities? The first priorities that we all must focus in life is to have the right intentions, to have practice of the spiritual life in our day-to-day life, in spite of the fact that we have a hectic corporate life, no matter. And the third is that we should pray to God. If we'll do all these three things together as a matter of our first priorities, then I'm sure God will make ways for us. He fulfills the desires of the living entities. He is ready to fulfill what we want, but we need to understand what we really want in our life. If our wants will not be clear, then God also will not be able to help us. So we need to choose whether we want to give time to family, whether we want to understand spirituality, whether we want to follow the message of God. If we do not want to do that, then God is not going to come and help us. Another important point, as we discussed about the corporate life, the aim of life is not to get out of the corporate life, but the aim of life is to save time for doing right things in life. If we are into the corporate life and if we can save our time for doing right things, like having right intentions, practicing the path of spirituality and making regular prayers to God, then with time things will fall in place. So patience also plays its important role. It might happen that things may not fall in place on the day one. Let's take an example for it. Like there's a child and the parents of the child, they want him to become a successful man in the future. And for that, the child needs to be trained enough. He has to go through the rigorous education for about 25 years. And after completing education, then the child gets a good job. Or maybe the child starts a business. But initial 25 years is simply the parents are focusing, they are engaging him in various activities so that he can build up his career. Likewise, if we are into the corporate life today, immediately things may not fall in place. But if we'll keep on working on it, with time, things will start falling in its place on its own, like for the child. So patience plays a very, very important role. Through this video, I want to thank God for giving me an opportunity and preparing myself to get out of the corporate life, and I'm quite happy with it. I want you all please work on yourself so that you also can have that life going forward. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.